Alright, today's recipe is Stromboli, and I'll show you how to make this at home, really easy. Check this beauty out. I mean, look at that. Perfect dinner, perfect weekday dinner. Also wonderful for sandwiches. Let me slice it down in half, see what it looks like inside. Still a little bit warm, and look at that. Look at that thing of beauty. Hope you guys give it a shot. Stay tuned for the recipe. Welcome to my simple honest kitchen. Today we're going to be making Stromboli. So let's get started with this. So over here I got 3/4 of a cup of warm water, and to that we're going to add a full tablespoon of yeast. This is the kind that needs to be activated. So all you do, slosh it around a little bit with a fork, and then we're going to leave it be about 10-15 minutes till it blooms, and it's good to go. So I'll see you then. Okay, so this been sitting around for about 10-15 minutes. It bloomed. Look at that, got a little nice and foamy. So to that I'm going to add 2 cups of flour. I'm using bread flour. You can use all-purpose flour. I just like bread flour for this particular recipe. And 2 tablespoons of oil, whatever oil you like. You can use olive oil, whichever oil you like. So 2 tablespoons of that. Put that in the water so that way it'll make mixing a little better. And a full teaspoon of salt. Put that last, because salt kind of tends to kill the yeast if you put it too early. So that's about that. Then you just swirl around, and then we're going to knead it. So this is a really nice either dinner, weeknight dinner. You know, you can get it done really quick, or you can use it for lunch. This freezes good too. So if you cook on the weekend, you can wrap it up in plastic, put it in a Ziploc bag, throw it in the freezer, and you know, just use it for lunch. So I'm going to knead this, you know, just till it comes together nice for, you know, maybe about 5-10 minutes. Alright, so that's it. Nothing to it. You don't need a mixer, you don't need any fancy stuff. You can just set it up. I mean, get it done nice and quick. So once you get to this point, let's tap it down. Always have a little bit of water handy, a little bit of extra flour. I like to sort of wet the edge of my bowl so the plastic wrap clings to it a little better. So just put it like that and leave it be at least 45 minutes, preferably an hour, and then we're going to be ready to fill it up. So I'll show you then. Okay, so it's been about an hour. The dough kind of more than doubled in size. So let's get started with it. We're gonna just squish it back down. Make sure you get all the little bits and pieces from the side. Make it into a ball. Then we're gonna roll it, fill it, and get ready to go. So this doesn't take much time, so you might as well just go ahead and preheat your oven to 400 degrees. And by the time it's heated, should be ready to go. So have some flour ready for your whatever you're using for a work surface, and then start rolling. So we want to roll a rectangle a little bit bigger than the pan we're going to use to bake it in. Okay, so we rolled our Stromboli. I'm going to use the bottom of my broiler pan. Just line it with a sheet of parchment paper. That way you don't have to worry about cleaning it much. Make your life a lot easier. So we're going to go ahead and put the pasta sauce, tomato paste. So I get this tomato paste that says no salt added. Some tomato paste, I don't know how many you tried, but some of them have this bitter aftertaste. This one tends to not have that, or at least not to be that bad. So this is a 6-ounce can of it. Okay, so we did that. So when you make these, on the sides and the top, which will be the part away from you, leave about an inch. So just to make sure the seal's nice. And what I do, always have a little bit of water you can brush it on, or just use your fingers to kind of dab it on, and that will make sure your Stromboli, when you go to roll it, is going to seal nice as you give it some time to rise. Because actually it's not going to go right in the oven. You're going to let it rise for about half an hour before it goes in the oven. Can't believe I almost forgot about that one. Alright, so we got that. Now the other parts of the filling. So at this point you can put whatever you want in it. I got a ½ pound of shredded mozzarella cheese. What I do is I buy those in the chunks, like 1 pound chunks of blocks of mozzarella cheese. It's, first of all, it's a lot tastier. It's just nice and creamy, and just a lot better. Whatever you buy, if you buy whatever kind of cheese you like, if you like Swiss, whatever kind of cheese, if you buy it in a block, it's always better. Always tastes a million times better. Plus, it's also more affordable. The only thing is you gotta slice it or shred it yourself, but trust me, it's worth it. And over here I got a couple kinds of hams. You can use, I don't know, I guess I get about a pound of it. And you can use whatever kind of ham you want, hams, salamis, whatever kind of meats you got, and just spread it all over nice and good, just like I'm doing. Okay, so we got that done. Now to start rolling. So start from the bottom, the part towards you, and roll it tight. Put your hands kind of, your fingers like that, and then lift from the bottom. It'll come together right quick. Roll it nice. And see, you got this extra 1 inch over here to work with, so you'll get a nice good seal on it, just like this, because that's going to be your bottom. And then I'm going to go like this, seal it on the sides. Look at that. That's a thing of beauty right there. And just go ahead and make sure it's sealed pretty good on the bottom. And lift it up and put it in our pan. Alright, this is it. So we're not done yet. What we gotta do is cut those slits that the Stromboli is known for. You know, you get the pasta, the tomato paste coming through, looks like just like that they're volcano. So just cut, pair of scissors works the best. Cut your slits all the way down, and you can use an egg wash on it. You don't have to. I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna put just a little bit of melted butter and just brush over that all over, giving a nice little color to the crust. And most importantly, I got some shredded Parmesan over here that I'm going to sprinkle all over. Okay, so we got that. So Parmesan wise, if you have fresh Parmesan and you grate it, that's fine. If not, you can buy, like I did, this shredded Parmesan. The only kind I wouldn't use is the kind you buy in a can, that kind of more powdery kind. That stuff does not melt. And when you go to cut it to eat it, it will just be messy, and it doesn't really add a whole lot of flavor either. With this stuff, just kind of sprinkle it on top. You can sprinkle a little heavy and then kind of go with your hand and, you know, settle it in this place. And that's it's gonna give it a nice little brown crust to it, and it has flavor plenty. And since you put that butter, since you brushed it with butter or with an egg wash, if you don't brush it, just cover it loosely with some, but since I got this brushed. You don't have to bother covering with anything while it rises for another half hour. I'm not going to bother showing you because it doesn't really rise much, but it will rise. So I'll show you what it looks like when it's out of the oven. So anyways, wait half an hour, preheat your oven 400 degrees on the middle rack of your oven and stick it there, and it takes about half an hour. Keep an eye on it. After about 20 minutes you'll see it turn a nice brown color, golden brown color, and you know it's done. It's a lot of layers that gotta, it's gotta cook all the way through, so give it time, but it takes a good half hour. Alright, so this is our beautiful Stromboli. It's been out of the oven about an hour and a half. What you want to do is when it comes out of the oven, just let it be in the pan. Don't mess with it for at least about a half an hour. The bread dough will keep on cooking for a little bit after you pull it out of the oven. So don't cut into it. Leave it be half an hour or so before you serve, or you cut into it. So that's it. Hope you guys give it a shot. It's a really nice recipe. Hope to see you guys next week. Thanks for watching.